Hi guys, good afternoon and hope you enjoy your lunch. I am Liz, co-founder of BlockVision and mainly in charge of marketing and the BD side. So actually BlockVision has been building for nearly 2 years. Like 2 years is kind of long in crypto. And before building on Sui, actually we are a data infra and enterprise solution provider on EVM chains like Ethereum, BNB, Polygon, Arbitrum, Optimism, etc. And during the process of development, we found like game changes and new chain is coming. So after massive investigation and internal discussion, we decided to onboard Sui and explore more. And because we believe that Sui is the one that can innovate the current market and change the whole blockchain landscape. So BlockVision aims to become one-stop infra for Sui. So when you look at this subtitle, maybe the stereotype that may come that if one thing that is one-stop, which means it's broad, inclusive, and is not an expert or specific for one thing. But I believe we can do both because the initiative of building one-stop infra for Sui is to involve more and more developer and projects to come here and just utilize our full spectrum service and just in BlockVision. So it's really convenient and ready to use for developer and projects to build their innovation from ground up. And before diving into deciding on which product to build, actually we found some potential opportunities in on Sui network. The first one is there's missing unified indexer. So as you know, indexing on-chain data always means time-consuming and money-consuming because it requires you to hire professional data engineers and you need to run a lot of machine. So this is really complicated and very expensive. And BlockVision is building a universal indexer, which can actually not only support developer to query the basic data, but also try to co-build with the whole ecosystem. And next one is we found due to the high performance of Sui network, so it requires high availability and low latency RPC. So we want to bring our extensive experience in node operation and maintenance and try to deploy the system across multiple data centers and try to also utilize elastic scaling. So this is what our vision is on RPC. And last one is during the development, we found some users requires certain data analytics tool, which is user friendly and is very hands-on to use. So by leveraging our data availability and data warehouse power, so we are collaborating with some Sui ecosystem and try to make some data-driven explorer. So now our vision becomes reality, and now here is a product landscape on Sui network. Sui indexing service, Sui RPC node, explorer for Sui, as well as Sui staking validator. And the first one is about indexing APIs for Sui. So maybe some of you may know that actually BlockVision is a API wizard on EVM chain. So actually we want to bring our ability on Sui network. So after some investigation on the needs and some feedback from Sui strong builders, that your feedback is really useful and thank you so much. That really helps. So we concluded into 6 kinds of API: coin API, decentralized exchange API, name service API, NFT API, account portfolio API, as well as historical activities API. So based on this series, a series of indexing APIs, actually we can build a lot of use cases. So I picked up some of them and try to showcase with you. The first one is marketplace. Actually, we can try to utilize NFT metadata or NFT listing and offer API to present certain information, including name, description, and images. And that's why as name service, actually, we develop a certain kind of indexing APIs, which is to help present the info of name service registration info for some name service project like SuiNS. And next one is for decentralized exchange. So they can utilize our transaction at account API to index and present data of like account and each transaction. The next one is wallet. So account and portfolio API actually can power up the wallet to show their asset of certain wallet address. And last but not least is about Launchpad. So our coin APIs can display like some certain token data and some analytical data. But other than this series of universal indexers, actually, we want to co-build with the whole Sui network and try to build open and customized indexing. Why? Because BlockVision's data cloud like only stores some like commonly used data like transaction, events, NFTs, as well as coins. So this is like basically very universally used. But some projects also need some like require some certain protocol data. So this is it will like requires this project try to communicate with us and resulting in high communication cost. So we aims to become like the graph, just like the graph on Sui. So here is the architecture to show how it works. So basically, like some projects can write their own subgraphs and deploy to BlockVision indexing cluster. So for example, like DeFi projects can write their own subgraph and deploy it into our indexing cluster and then store the data alternatively to our BlockVision's data warehouse. So this is very like convenient for certain protocol who want to index like certain protocol data. For example, like DeFi projects, they can like try to make this way and try to index some certain transaction data volume. And also one thing I want to mention is that BlockVision data warehouse is dedicated for Sui indexing service, and currently is custodial mode, and in the upcoming months, we will make it more decentralized. And I wish every developer and project can also like co-build with us. And next one is about RPC node. As I previously mentioned, Sui network is always requesting like some node with high availability and low latency. So we are working on this and try to make sure the high scalability and the great stability. And also we deploy multiple node distribution across the world. And this is the processing flow, and this is very innovative and creative, came up by our tech team. So basically, our load balancer, which is located across the whole world, and it will be automatically allocated according to different locations of different dApps. And we are not only just requesting to nodes, but also we store some data like transaction and objects into our database. So it means that it can highly decrease the response time and change the way that we store and deal with the data, like according to different categories. And here is FBowler for Sui. So this is basically like the UI design of our Sui. And actually, since its launch, we've been accumulating a lot of compliments and phrases. Thank you so much. And that's really like motivate us to try to integrate more killer features in upcoming months. And also, we've been partnering with some bets from EVM chain and the Sui network. So if you're interested with us, and welcome to join us and be a part of our family. And here is the roadmap on Sui. Actually, we've been launched a lot of powerful products, and in the near future, we're gonna like make more innovations. So stay tuned, and we will like announce it to the public in the near future. And also, we are going to host more and more community events with all of you, and as well as the whole ecosystem. So in the end, I want to thank you like for taking this time to listening to my presentation talk. So I want to quote lyrics from one of my favorite songs. This is the very first page, not where the storyline ends. So I think this is just the start of our journey on Sui, and hope you can like join us and looking forward to our next chapter. Thank you.